So we have some of the most interesting leaks thus far in Dragonflight. You all know the features that were already announced with the expansion, but pretty much the most legit leaks so far that hit everything right prior to the actual official expansion announcement also predicted a few more things that Blizzard might just be hiding in order to not spoil the future. When you combine this with a new questline in 9.2.5 and the fact that they went extra hard on the encryption, really encrypted it more than ever in Warcraft history, it could entirely be plausible that they're hiding an entire allied race that will be a pre-order bonus. So, what is the actual evidence for this and what could this hidden allied race be? If you're looking to buy games and get the best price on the market, then Instant Gaming is for you. You can get all the Warcraft products from Game Time and expansions, but pretty much all your favorite games are there for Steam, Origin, Battle.net, and everything else you can think of. With Instant Gaming, delivery is instant 24/7. Now, if you use my link in the description and my code DORON, you can support the channel, but most importantly, you can get an additional discount. So check out Instant Gaming. So let's get straight into the actual evidence that we have, because as opposed to many of the old leaks that I covered, this one seriously seems legit. Generally, leaks are all about random people just posting their fan theories on the forum, and some kind of legit, but it's like 5% chance that it might actually be real. It's generally just what people think sounds cool. However, this evidence that we have seems like an actual leak, not a forum leak, but some guy that possibly either works at Blizzard or has some sort of insider information. Here is exactly why it may be real. As you're aware, the expansion was announced on the 19th of April, and I personally followed every single bit, even the tiniest bit of information. There really was nothing prior to that live stream that you all saw, aside from the name, the pre-order stuff, and that artwork of Alexstrasza. However, this person posted this 3 days prior to the official announcement, and he pretty much just got about everything right. He guessed that the name was Dragonflight and that the Dragon Isles will be the new continent with 5 new zones. This is by far the weakest bit of this, because Dragonflight and the Dragon Isles were really easy to guess. It could just be luck, as we had a bunch of Dragon information and the Dragon Isles were intended to be an actual zone ages ago. Plus, 5 zones is not that big of a deal. Blizzard generally does zones around this number. However, this here is the biggest bit of evidence, and that is that he guessed that a new race will be added, and it will be the dracthyr, and that a new class will be the Invokers. He typed it as Invokers as opposed to Evokers, but really, it is pretty much the same thing. This is exactly why I think this is actual insider information, because dracthyr Evokers are a completely brand new concept, as in Blizzard just came up with it. There are zero hints and bits of information from the past that could suggest this. Like, literally, there was never a hint for the name dracthyr. They're not mentioned anywhere. He even got the spelling right on the dracthyr, despite the name sounding kind of weird. Now, to make this even more legit, he guessed that Vrathian and Alexstrasza will be relevant. He guessed rework talents and a few other things. He also talked about Murazond being the main villain, which I covered in the previous video if you want to get more information on that. And he said that the release date will be Q1 of 2023, which by the current route with Shadowlands, the loss of players, and some hints with 9.2.5 and Alpha coming out, may just in fact be legit. Now, the most important bit of information and the reason you clicked on this video, that is that he predicted a new allied race as a pre-order bonus, and let me just say, this might seriously be real, might sound crazy and impressive, but it is entirely possible that Blizzard may literally be hiding an allied race that they are yet to announce. Let me just show you why that is the case. So, this entire announcement of Dragonflight was weird overall, because Blizzard always announced expansions on BlizzCon. There was a big cycle, generally a cinematic trailer, announcement video, them talking about questions and features, but that was entirely interrupted with the most recent world happenings. So, we got a live stream, a bunch of related videos, and the cinematic trailer that was a bit confusing. Most importantly, they didn't announce a release date, and even more importantly, they didn't give us a pre-order option, which has been something they always love to do. Now, as you may have seen from the leak, it told us that a new allied race will be a pre-order bonus, meaning that it will be added before the expansion is actually out. If you can follow the recent happenings, this might just be big news. The reason the leak might not be debunked is because Blizzard is obviously not going to spoil the pre-order bonus when they haven't even given us a pre-order date or announced anything. However, you may be thinking, why are they hiding this? And my answer to this is that this allied race might just be relevant to 9.2.5 and all the things happening there, and because of that, if Blizzard told us what the race is, they would spoil the entire questline, that entire storyline of the new patch. So what is happening in 9.2.5 and what could this allied race be? If you have followed the news these past few months, but especially these past few weeks, you may have realized that a lot of things have been happening on the Eastern Kingdoms, the northern part of the continent. First, we got a Scourge Invasion questline in Quota Loss, then we got updated maps for Terrestrial Glades, then we got a confirmed questlines of the Forsaken gathering in large number in Terrestrial Glades, with hints of retaking it and Kalia Manitil being relevant. Furthermore, the Alliance infiltrates this gathering, and most importantly, in interviews, Blizzard told us that we should see the future of the Horde and the Alliance in 9.2.5. We will see the updates to their leadership, what is going on with them, who will lead who, and how the current situation is unfolding. Even more importantly, some of the races affected by this curse of undeath, which originates from the Jailer obviously, will get a new storyline. Most importantly, the Forsaken that are now left leaderless, as Sylvanas is just doing dailies in the Maw. Now, when we dig into this hole, it gets more and more interesting. Something people have been speculating is that Blizzard may have done something they have never done before, and that is that they literally encrypted an entire allied race and that they have been hiding it for us for months now. The evidence actually lines up with this. Blizzard has made some historical changes to encryption, and they really went a step further than before. For the first time ever, they encrypted the splash screen, and there have been some indications of some really big encryption stuff going on with 9.2.5. For practical reasons, this makes total sense, and this gives us an entry into speculation what this new allied race could be. It seems obvious that the reason they may be hiding it is because this race will join us at the end of this questline, and if they told us what it is, it would really spoil everything. We have two big theories going on at the moment. One is that it could be undead related, and the second that it could be night elf related. Let us examine both theories. As you may be aware, the undead at the moment are left completely leaderless, and now they are gathering into the Terrestrial Glades under Kalia Manitil, either preparing for war or for some big diplomatic solution to their troubles. This could lead us into multiple scenarios for undead becoming a new allied race. One of the obvious ones could be Lightforged undead, similar to Kalia Manitil, maybe regular Forsaken following her and finding a solution to enhance themselves. While interesting, I don't think this one is likely because we don't have any strong indications for light influence in Dragonflight. However, with Rebellion as the light leader at the head of the Alliance, he may enhance some undead so that they join the Alliance, so we might get Lightforged undead as a part of the Alliance. Now, the second scenario is either elves, the direct followers of Sylvanas, the Dark Rangers, finding a place of their own, becoming an allied race, seeing that they lost their leader. But a more interesting scenario in my opinion could be independent undead. If you follow the recent happenings in the books, there has actually been an event where the Forsaken, the fallen humans, attempted to reconnect with their families that are alive, and that ended up in a disaster with Sylvanas leading the disaster. However, now that she's gone, there might be a new successful attempt. Seeing that we got a source of undeath and defeated the Jailer, maybe the Alliance realized that these Forsaken are not just disgusting abominations that shouldn't even exist and are a blight to nature, but that they are their own family that fell under this curse in unfortunate circumstances. So, as we defeated the source, maybe now they will be open-minded about accepting them. The Forsaken at the moment are kinda left without a leader, without a purpose, without a strong figure to bind them, so they may become independent, maybe some of them, maybe like a faction, and they may be able to choose to join their own faction. This could be why the leak said only one allied race will be a pre-order bonus. It could be new updated model of the Forsaken that is able to become both the Horde and the Alliance. While definitely a bit unorthodox, I think this could be really interesting. Now, the second theory, and that is something I previously covered, is that it could be a new variation of the Night Elves or something related to them. As you may be aware, there have also been hints in 9.2.5 that Teldrassil could be restored or some type of renewal could be coming for the Night Elves. They will also be relevant in Dragonflight together with the Green Dragon. So, this new Night Elf and allied race may be resurrected Night Elves that fell from Teldrassil, those raised by the Winter Queen. So, maybe something like undead Night Elves, just not actually undead, more like wisp forms, like ethereal forms, and they may be able to join both factions, although I really don't see why they would want to join the Horde. Additionally, if there is some type of an event with green dragons, the Night Elves and Dragonflight, there might be some type of a mix between the two, like Dragon Night Elves. This one is least likely, but I think it could be interesting. Overall, two interesting and very likely scenarios, and I gotta say, this leak sounds really legit, so it may end up happening, and Blizzard might have gone super secret and literally encrypted an entire allied race that we will soon discover. Thank you for watching. Check out Murazon be the final boss of Dragonflight, and check out Doronsmovies Academy for videos on real world history. See you next time.